Hello, I'm Jeremy, and welcome back to Jeremy U's Music Reviews. I listen to music and you hear my thoughts. And welcome to Grab Bag 4, the fourth one. In celebration of earning 100 subs, I announced another grab bag video. And you all delivered some interesting picks. So without further ado, let's begin grab bag 4, the fourth one.
I'll be Uzi, I'm the nigga you can live through. Get a big blood with his motherfucking wrist blue.
So this is awful. Like, 33rd Black Glass is a legit terrible song. Let's start with the production, and I hate it. It's so annoying and grating. It tries to have this eerie vibe and capture the scatterbrained and gritty charm of Who Killed XIX's production. But unlike Who Killed XIX's production, which embraces its chaotic nature, 33rd Black Glass's production feels overly serious and not really any kind of fun. Not to mention how you can barely hear the production over the vocals. Speaking of which, these vocals are actual garbage. Zilla, Kami, and Sauce Mullah basically shout each and every one of their lines in some of the most annoying vocals ever. It's just obnoxious, rhythmless shouting that combined with the production makes this song a chore to sit through. And then we have the lyrics, and they absolutely suck. They're incredibly forgettable and mediocre, and aside from a few lines, just blend into the background. Bottom line, I hate this song. The production is trash, the vocals are annoying, and the lyrics are incredibly boring. Like, I get the appeal, like, I get how someone might vibe with this, but this song just isn't for me, and the sooner I stop listening to it, the better. At least it can only go up from here.
You gon' let a nigga smack her what? Like a cock-a-letter, bitch, we finna add it up. Matter of fact, bitch, shake something. Her pussy wet, I'm finna bust on her lace frontal.
D to LA is one of the most generic and boring rap songs I've ever heard. Like, at least Push and P had somewhat of a personality. This is just absolutely nothing. The production, while better than 33rd Black Glass, is still really bad. With an incredibly basic thudding melody, boring snares, and an annoying repetitive melody that never changes throughout the song. It's insanely boring production that makes D to LA an irritating mess. Also, MJ's voice is incredibly nondescript. At least with Zilla, Kami, and Sauce Mullah, their vocals are distinct. But with MJ, it feels like generic thug rapper number 567. It's not the worst vocal performance I've ever heard, but it's really bland. And if you're going to be bad, be memorably bad. And then there are the lyrics, and seriously, this dude didn't even try at all. Like, again, at least with 33rd Black Glass, they at least tried somewhat with the lyrics. It failed, but you could at least see an attempt. But with D to LA, the lyrics are so phoned in, generic, standard, and disposable that it's honestly pathetic. Terrible lyrics to a terrible song. D to LA is just a forgettable piece of garbage that never would have entered my mind if not for this grab bag video. The production is bland, the vocals are boring, and the lyrics barely exist. This is just a pathetic excuse for a song, and I'm definitely not checking out more of this dude's work. And now that we've gotten the two worst songs in this grab bag out of the way, let's get to a song that's actually good.
Her boyfriend wrote a book, I was unimpressed. I don't care about her man if it wasn't Hess. Oh, I might do Everest, you never know.
Now this is an awesome song. Everything about Prince Akeem is absolutely fantastic. Starting off with this production, it absolutely slaps. It's so enthusiastic, infectious, sunshiny, and enjoyable, perfectly capturing the motivational and fun vibe of the song. Absolutely fantastic production. And both Mike Posner and Wiz Khalifa kill it. Ever since I found out about him through the I Took a Pill in Ibiza remix, I've grown a fondness for Mike Posner. He has a likable charisma, a nice voice, and some unique lyricism. And my god does he demonstrate it here. Not only is Posner's voice perfect for this kind of song, but he's just so optimistic and happy, really making a happy song feel even more happy. And as for Wiz, his guest verse adds so much to the song. Like, comparing this to his verse in Payphone is like night and day. Where in Payphone, Khalifa sounded so phoned in and bored. Here, he's incredibly enthusiastic and chill. I wouldn't call it one of the best guest verses of all time, but it's a very fun verse that adds to the song. And then we have the lyrics, which rule. They're basically about how Posner and Khalifa are motivated and ready to take whatever life throws at them. And while they're not insanely complex, they're very interesting and unique and succeed at motivating the listener. Great lyrics for a great song. Prince Hakeem is a friggin' awesome banger. The production rules, Posner and Khalifa do great jobs, and the lyrics are very fun. An absolute recommendation for anyone who likes motivational jams and Mike Posner, and a definite palate cleanser after the garbage that came before in this grab bag. Great song, check it out.
It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
The Middle is what Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne was desperately trying to be. A fun, rocking, nostalgic banger that still feels really chill. Let's start with the production and it rules. Where Stacy's Mom's production was incredibly limp and boring, and don't worry, this is the last time I'm going to compare the two songs. This isn't going to be like the Middle versus Stacy's Mom thing. The Middle's production is infectious and fun, with rocking guitars, infectious percussion, and a soothing vibe to make the song feel like an infectious burst of fun, and as comfy as a blanket. And the electronic weeps at the end are a nice touch. It's insanely good production that makes a great song even better. And the vocals rule too. While lead vocalist Jim Adkins doesn't have the most distinct voice ever, he still gives an incredibly charismatic and fun performance. There's an enjoyable enthusiasm in his voice that really makes the song pop and feel awesome. An awesome performance for an awesome song. And then we have the lyrics, which, like the lyrics to Prince Hakeem, absolutely rule. Not only are they incredibly infectious and fun, but they tackle the subject of growing up in a really interesting and unique way. They're absolutely fantastic and cool lyrics that add to the awesomeness that is this song. The Middle by Jimmy Eat World absolutely rules. The production slaps, the vocals rule, and the lyrics are awesome. It's an enjoyably nostalgic and awesome banger that never gets old. And while I've never heard anything else from Jimmy Eat World, I definitely will in the future. Great job, guys.
Take the money, take the money, take the money and run. Take the money, take the money, take the money and run. Take the money, take the money, take the money and run.
Wow, do I love this song. The production is insanely cool, starting off with a solid guitar riff and then going into an awesome groove with fun guitars, awesome pianos, cool drums, and a fantastic instrumental break. It's great production that really makes the song fun. The vocals are also great. Frontman James Smith gives a fantastic performance with an enjoyably unique vocal flair that really fits the vibe of the song and really makes it feel fun. It's really cool and combines with the production to make Payday infectious as hell. Fantastic vocal performance. But what really makes Payday awesome is the lyrics. The lyrics to Payday are incredibly clever, funny, unique, and a brilliant commentary on the way we spend money. They have a unique flair to the way they're written and really enhance the song, combining with the production and vocals to make an absolutely incredible track. Bottom line, Payday's fantastic. The production is great, the vocals rule, and the lyrics are incredibly fantastic and great. I haven't heard much from Yardak, but I definitely will after this. Absolutely fantastic song, and thanks to Carson for introducing it to me. Well, this is just inexplicable. So, for context, this guy is Kevin Federline, a backup dancer who was married to Britney Spears. He only had one studio album, Playing with Fire, an album so fascinatingly terrible that I might make a video on it in the future. But while PWF had some pretty big stinkers, Popo Zao was not one of them, as due to poor reception, both that song and another single titled Y'all Ain't Ready were not included on the album. So yeah, an album that has a song titled Dance with a Pimp was too good for this song. And that definitely shows because Popo Zao was just fascinatingly terrible. Let's start with the production and just why? What am I even listening to? An annoying cowbell, weird parrot squawking, obnoxiously bombastic percussion, and an overall lack of rhythm. It's so off-kilter and dumb that I genuinely can't understand how this was even greenlit. And then we have K-Fed himself, and dear God, this dude is annoying. He comes off as a frat bro so annoying that not even other frat bros can stand him. And his rapping is so amateur and clunky that it combines with the obnoxious production to make the song an absolute joke. And then we have the lyrics, which... these are lines an actual person thought of. They're so incoherent, incompetent, idiotic, and just desperately trying hard to be fun, but they just end up being too dumb to get angry at or have fun to. Overall, Popo Zao is interestingly bad, but still bad nonetheless. The production is obnoxious, the vocals are annoying, and the lyrics are so mindless they make Biodome look like an art house film. I can definitely respect how uniquely bad Popo Zao is, but it's still an incredibly obnoxious train wreck. Definitely give it one listen out of curiosity, but I doubt you'd need to or want to listen to it more than once.
Come with me, I'm feeling underneath.
Creed is bad. Like, really bad. I haven't heard everything from them, but the stuff I have heard, oh boy, is it just a mess. And Signs is no exception. The production is generic rock drivel with a repetitive, annoying, and dull rhythm that literally never changes. It's insanely annoying and obnoxious production. As for the vocals, I really cannot stand Creed's vocals. Like Ivan Moody of Five Finger Death Punch, Creed's frontman Scott Stapp sounds insanely obnoxious, and combined with this insufferable production, it makes the song a chore to listen to. And the lyrics barely exist. They're just word salad that barely has any meaning. The only value this song has is the 1 second where Stapp just shouts, "Sex!"
This is not about sex.
But that one entertaining soundbite is not worth hours of this drivel. So yeah, Sign sucks. Production is bland, the vocals are annoying, and the lyrics barely register. If you're a Creed fan, you'll probably like this, but otherwise skip it. Next. This song is an absolute classic. The production is insanely energetic and fun, as well as being incredibly enjoyable. With an incredibly entertaining fun rhythm, awesome electronic sounds, cool pianos, and just an incredibly fun energy. It's very poppy production that really makes the song come alive. The vocals are also great. They're incredibly fun and jovial, gelling with the production to make an incredibly fun and positive vibe. That really makes the song a cool tune to listen to. Really great vocal performances all around. As for the lyrics, they're not in English, so there's not really a lot to comment on with that front, but based on what I can find about the song, they sound pretty nice and combined with the vocals and production to make a solid tune. And of course, Live Your Life by T.I. and Rihanna, which was used in Mitchell's vs. the Machines, interpolates the song as well, which earns it massive brownie points. Overall, DDT is a very fun, enjoyable tune that definitely deserved to go viral. The production is fun, the vocals are awesome, and the lyrics, from what I can tell, are alright. I don't know if I'll check out this band, but this song is at the least a good impression. Neat stuff.
Living that y'all like y'all, rolling in the style where it's all football and Jesus. Barbershop talking like nah, shut your mouth, mama sweet tea's the sweetest.
Walker Hayes is one of the most overhated artists in the history of ever. Like, I get why people dislike this man, but I personally think he's an alright guy with a nice personality and can make some solid tunes. Also, yeah, Fancy Like is overhated. It's so freaking overhated. Anyways, is Y'all Life a good Walker Hayes song? It's okay. The production is very Walker Hayes-esque, with some country-esque guitars, hand claps, trap snares, and an overall catchy groove. It's nothing special, but it really works for what it is. Hayes himself also sounds pretty good. Like Nico Moon, Hayes is able to capture that natural, likable broiness that artists like Sam Hunt just can't capture. He just has a genuineness to him that makes his voice so satisfying to listen to. It's not an amazing performance, but for what it is, it works pretty well. Solid stuff. And the lyrics are basically every single Walker Hayes topic ever. Like, literally, it's every single Walker Hayes topic boiled down to its most basic level, which honestly makes it pretty fun. These lyrics are mindless as heck, but they're harmless and fun, which is something Hayes is good at. So yeah, Y'all Life is another Walker Hayes song. It's not as good as AA, but it's way better than You Girl. If you like Walker Hayes, you'll like this. If you hate Walker Hayes, you'll hate this. And if you just think he's okay, you'll think the song is okay. Perfectly serviceable Walker Hayes song.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me tonight?
Kiss is alright. I don't love them by any means, and their makeupless era was pretty blech, but they're a solid enough band. And I Was Made for Loving You is just that. Solid enough. The production is enjoyably retro with some cool guitars, awesome backing instrumentals, hard-hitting production, and an overall groove that could only be found in an 80s song. It's nothing special, but it's effective enough. The vocals are also good. Paul Stanley does most of the vocals, and he does a good job. He has an enjoyable energy that makes the song work and is overall very fun and energetic. It's a solid vocal performance that fits the vibe of the song well. And then we have the lyrics, which are solid. They're just standard love song sentiments, but they're executed in an interesting and uniquely Kiss way, which makes the song stand out and be memorable. They're very solid and enjoyably memorable, but don't go beyond good. Overall, I Was Made for Loving You is an alright song from an alright band. The production is good, the vocals are alright, and the lyrics are fun. It's the type of song you turn on, jam to, and then forget about. Like the last song, it's perfectly serviceable and fine, but nothing more than that. If you're a Kiss fan or a fan of retro 80s music, check it out. An okay song from an okay band.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I can't wait to say.
I haven't heard anything else from James Reed, but I definitely will, because holy cow is Hello a freaking bop. The production is absolutely fantastic, with some truly incredible pianos, a retro 70s flair, an infectious melody, and an overall warm and comforting vibe. This is everything Bad Decisions was trying to be and more. It's easily some of the best retro homage production, right up there with Blinding Lights, Sit Next to Me, and the entirety of Harmony House. James also sounds great. It's not the most distinct voice in the universe, but it's silky smooth and charismatic, blending with the production to make Hello incredibly joyous and fun. Really solid vocals. As for the lyrics, they're also solid. While the line, "I'm jealous of the cigarette in your pocket, it's closer than I've ever been to your heartbeat," is very tacky and odd, every other line is very fun and playful, combining with the production and vocals to make a truly fantastic vibe/bop. Unlike the Adele song of the same name, James Reed's Hello is absolutely awesome. The production is pure ear candy, James sounds great, and the lyrics are very fun. I'm definitely checking out more of this guy's stuff if this is what he makes. Absolutely great song, check it out.
Wait, what? Maybe I'm crazy, but when you meet this lady just then, when, then, right then, where, there, over there, over there, over there, over there, just now, how'd you meet your lady?
Flight of the Conchords is a group I've been meaning to get into, but never really found the time. But after this song, I definitely will, as it's pretty solid. The production is pretty fun and catchy with some enjoyable techno elements that don't distract from the lyrics. Not that complex, but pretty fun nonetheless. The vocals are also good. Brett McKenzie and Jermaine Clement managed to be awkward enough to add to the comedy of the song, but not enough to make it feel incompetent or sloppy. They're pretty entertaining vocals. But since this is a comedy song, the lyrics are the most important part. And yeah, they're pretty fun. The song is basically about Brett and Jermaine falling in love with a girl and eventually realizing that they fell in love with the same girl. These lyrics manage to convey the message of the song, be very funny, and have a unique charm. Not amazing lyrics, but still pretty good. Overall, We're Both in Love with a Sexy Lady is a pretty solid comedy tune with decent production, fine vocals, and pretty humorous lyrics. It's not one of the best comedy songs of all time, but for what it is, it's pretty solid. I'll definitely check out more from Flight of the Conchords. A singing pickle. Not the weirdest thing I've seen. The production is pretty snazzy with a solid sax riff, enjoyable bass, a solid melody, and cool bongos. It's a really interesting combo that gives me Steve Aoki vibes. Pretty solid production. The vocals are also decent. They're very energetic and infectious, really complementing the production well. Not much to say, just pretty solid vocals. And the lyrics are honestly just kind of there. They're basically just sing about it, repeated over and over. Yeah, they're basically just window dressing. But they're not annoying, so they get a pass. Sing It is a solid song. The production is fun, the vocals are okay, and the lyrics are there. If you want an EDM groove to dance to, give it a listen. Also watch the music video, it's friggin' wild. Not bad for a pickle. Big City Life is an absolute bop. Let's start with the production. Now, the only other thing I've heard from Lude is his remix of Men at Work's Down Under, which I thought was a pretty solid remake of a timeless classic. And in Big City Life, he does the same. Lude does a good job repurposing the production of the original Big City Life into an energetic EDM groove, with some cool touches, a solid melody, and an enjoyable amount of passion. It's really cool production that makes the song pop. The vocals also rule. I took a listen to the original Big City Life and really liked it. Marlon Rudet has a very unique charm to his voice that Lude manages to capture phenomenally. It perfectly works with the production to make a sound that's both incredibly infectious and enjoyably awesome. Great vocals all around. Finally, the lyrics. These lyrics are pretty solid. They're repurposed from the original song, but they're still pretty good, detailing the hustle and bustle of city life in a unique and interesting yet relatable way. Solid lyrics to go with a solid song. Big City Life is a great remix of a good song. The production is awesome, the vocals rule, and the lyrics are cool. I'll definitely check out more from both Lude and Matafix, and I highly recommend checking the song out. Great job, guys. This song slaps. Hard. The production is like if you took Sugar Crash by Eliotto and injected it with heroin. With energetic and frantic pianos, race car sounds, and an ever-increasing bout of intensity, the production for Running in the 90s is some of the most energetic production you will ever hear. Absolutely stellar production. The vocals also rule. They perfectly match the energy and intensity of the song, gelling with the production to make an incredibly catchy and groovy sound that's unbelievably infectious and cool. Absolutely stellar vocals. As for the lyrics, they are also really good. Like the production and vocals, they're really energetic, fun, infectious, and enjoyable, coming all together to make an incredibly enjoyable banger. Great lyrics all around. Bottom line, Running in the 90s is a great track. The production is fun, the vocals rule, and the lyrics are great. If you need some workout music or want something fun to jam to, this is definitely a great choice. An iconic classic of a song. Check it out. And that concludes Grab Bag 4, the fourth one. Now, there were a lot of suggestions. So for the ones that didn't get into this video, I'm going to make a community post giving my thoughts on those songs. So sorry to those who didn't get in the video, but I will explain my thoughts on your songs. Anyways, thank you all for suggesting these songs and for supporting my channel. And tune in for more content in the upcoming year. Till then, see ya.